see what's going on over in the States now from that incident with the police officer, and obviously kneeling on a guy's neck for 10 minutes isn't ideal. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but now that the division that's created in that community, people looting buildings and whatnot, and that's harming your own community as well. So I think just creating all that division from all this stuff online, labeling people that aren't something just because you disagree with them, it's just not a healthy way of life for society and the community in general.
Yeah, and with that police officer, there was a photo that came out, and I'm not sure if it's real. I only saw it for 30 seconds. He had a hat on. It was an old photo saying "Make whites great again." I don't know if that is a photo of him, but that just goes to show that this isn't a police officer doing this. This is a genuine racist doing it, allegedly. This isn't. When you hire someone for any job, you've got a business, you hire someone to run the books or whatever. You don't go in and look at their political leaning. You don't know what they think about this, that, or people from Croatia or people from wherever. You don't know how they feel about these type of people, or if they even care. It's the same with police officers. Are they diving deep into what they think about different people from different races or different genders or whatever? No, of course they're not. So you don't know who's coming into the police force. Also, it's a very difficult job. You go to work every day and you have to deal with the craziest people in society. You've got people, smacked out of their mind. You've got people blind drunk. You've got people with, particularly in America, everyone's got might or may have a gun in the back of their car. They could have anything. So it's a difficult job. You can't do a background check on someone's, although if this dude's got a hat on that says "Make whites great again,"
yeah, probably
social media department should probably pick that up. It's like, fucking Jesus.
Yeah. But even so, I mean, I know, the States, and it is very tough to be a police officer over there. You just don't know who's carrying. But that video was pretty distressing. Like the bloke's on his stomach with a knee in the back of his neck for 10 straight minutes. It's like, you can't put him in the car. Like, put him in the back of the car. He's got handcuffs on. Chuck him in the back of the car. Continue your investigation or continue talking to people on the street, whatever you got to do. But it was just didn't make sense. Even if he did fly off the radar beforehand, that was off camera and was kind of resisting arrest, so what? Like, you've got him subdued, like he's down on the grounds. Like, it just made no sense. And I agree with the protest to an extent, like something needs to be done. But I draw the line at like looting and lighting things on fire and flipping cars. Like that's not going to help anything. It's just going to create more division between communities. It's going to, it's just going to kind of fizzle, and eventually there's going to be even more violence, and that's kind of what you don't want.
Yeah, it's divide and conquer. It's this attitude that people have that, white people are different to black people, men are different to women. And as you said, we're all exactly the same. None of that shit matters. And I also, and this may be a strange opinion to have, but I almost felt sorry for the other police officer who was standing there trying to keep people back, because the big thing that I've seen from my experience with the police, which is watching TV shows, is that you cover your partner. If they make a decision, you run with it, right? You don't second guess it. And I didn't see an opportunity for that dude to say, "Hey mate, maybe you should take your knee off his neck," or, I mean, maybe there was an opportunity there, but how long have they been together as partners? Were they friends? Do they trust each other? It's just such a hard situation. Maybe it's a situation that hasn't arisen. It's probably arisen very seldomly. There was one gentleman who it happened to probably about 6 years ago now, and he was just he was a larger gentleman, and he had some breathing issues, and they choked him out, and he died as well. He was also black, and this is what people are pointing to. They're connecting the dots, and I don't know if the dots need to be connected. Maybe in some communities they do, but I don't think it's all. I tweeted this morning. I said it's not all. It's the fault of that police officer, not white police officers. Like, yeah,
it's because then you're doing the same thing. If you're grouping, all police officers by saying they're all doing this, and you're kind of doing the same thing that you're against. But look, let's just hope that police officer in Minnesota doesn't just get stood down and disappear into thin air. Let's hope he, unfortunately, I think he deserves more than some jail time. So
Agreed.
I think if they make a huge stand on that and it's public, he gets a life sentence or something of the sort. I think it'll set a good precedent for anyone else trying to be a bit reckless, while they're supposed to be protecting the community.
Yeah, he has to get jail time. He has to be locked up for a long period of time, because if you or I did the exact same thing he would do, we would spend the next 27 years in prison. It's
exactly right. There's no doubt about it.